Welcome to Beam by Eyeclick, the software training video. The interactive projector comes with the BenQ remote control and the Logitech keyboard. The remote control's only function is to turn the projector on and off. Everything else is controlled with the keyboard. The keyboard has an on and off switch in the top right. Turn it to the green side to turn it on. When a game is playing, to back out of the game mode, press Ctrl and the letter Q with the keyboard. This will take you to our Eyeclick admin screen. In the Eyeclick admin screen, you will see 6 tabs across the top. For the purpose of this video, you will only need to worry about 3 of them. We will start with the Settings tab. In the Settings tab, you have the option to get connected to your available wireless internet connection. Right here it says Internet Connection, Wi-Fi, Available Networks. In the box below, this is where you can get connected. Click and highlight your internet option, make it blue, click connect. It asks for a domain, username, and password. All you need to do is type in the password and click connect. Now you should be connected to the internet. The only other thing you need to worry about on this screen is the date and time. Just make sure that it's the right time zone and the time is correct. This will take us to our next tab, the projector tab. We want this to be correct, so if we use the system timer, this is the time that it's going to be following off of. On the projector tab, you have the option to enable or disable this system timer. If you are going to be using it, you can enable it and have it checked here. Now you can set up your times for each day of the week that you want it to turn on and turn off. If it's in the blue, that means that it will be on, and if it's in the gray, that means it will be off. Click Save in the bottom left when you are done setting that up. If you would like to just use it in manual mode, just make sure it's unchecked and click Save down below. And the last tab is the applications. On the left hand side, you have your installed applications or your game library. We never delete from this, we would only add to it if you are a subscription client. On the right hand side, you have the playlist. So you could take from your game library, hit the set button, and right now it's in the single application. If I click the launch button right now, this is the one game and one game that will play only. It'll never change. Then you have the option to use the multiple application. So you can select them all, add them in, and then right here you have all your games in here. You have duration right here, which is in seconds. So at default, everything's set for 120 seconds. You can go in, double click, and change it for a different duration for each one. Or you could come to the center here and type in a custom value, and it'll just set them all for those games. You have the option to use the up and the down arrows. So this one brings it all the way to the bottom, this one brings it all the way to the top, this one brings it down, this one brings it up. If you do not like one of the games and you do not want it to play, you could just simply remove it from your playlist and it won't play when I click the launch button. Again, remember, it's always going to be on your game library, so you can always add it back in. Right here you have the option for random play. Random play is if you don't care what order they play in. Once you click launch, it's just going to randomly shuffle these games. The only other option on this screen that you have is to save and open a playlist. So if you are happy with one of your playlists, you can save it, and we'll call it playlist. And then if you want, you can just quickly open one up, and it will just remember your times, the order that you had them in, and it gives you a chance to create custom playlists if you guys have different parties or different age groups or things like that. So now I want to go ahead and launch a game. There's 2 ways to launch the game. You can click the launch button, or you can right click on one and hit run from here. That will take you to our game mode. It does a quick calibration right before it starts, and then a game is going to start. When you're in the game mode, you have a few options. Right above the trackpad on the keyboard, one all the way to the left is to mute and unmute. The middle one is to lower the volume, and the one all the way to the right is to raise the volume. If you click the down arrow key on the keyboard, that will automatically bring you to the next game. And then if you hit Control and the letter L, that will bring up a list. And when the list is up, you have the option to use the up and the down arrow keys to select a game, and you can easily just click on one and it will automatically bring you to that game. That will end the video tutorial.